Not every kid is playing for Michigan. And this place is special to me. It's special to the guys that I played with. It's special to the guys that played before me because we love Michigan. Joel, I remember when we spoke for the first time, you said, Tom, I just want to win. And it takes a lot to do that, you know? It's not the snap of the fingers. It takes a lot of work by a lot of people, and everyone's obviously in this room tonight, and we came through. We set a standard for ourselves. We set a standard for the organization about what winning takes. You know, it's every day you got to show up and do your job the best you possibly can. So I appreciate everybody. You know, I think about 21 years, you know, I played in the NFL, and 20 years going to last year, I was a free agent, and I didn't know what my career was going to be. You know, a lot of you guys see me, and a lot of you guys were young when, you know, I got drafted. I was a 6th-round pick. You know, I was a 199th pick. I never forgot that. I still haven't forgot that to this day. I have a lot of perspective on where I was at one point in my life, you know, and that not a lot of teams ever thought I could do anything for them. You know, not a lot of teams ever believed in what I thought I could accomplish for that team. You know, and I was at one organization and I learned a lot. And when I had the opportunity to choose another place, it was the first time I really got to choose. You know, Devin, you didn't get to choose. Levante, you didn't choose. Mike, you didn't choose. You know, you got picked. I got a chance to choose. And you know, everyone always says, why the Bucs, man? Why'd you choose the Bucs? And it was a no-brainer. Who wouldn't want to play with Mike and Chris and Scotty?
One of the most powerful, most exciting things that you can do when trying to become successful is prove people wrong. Tell them that they aren't right. Go out there and make stuff up, make stuff happen, and do your job. Make sure that you are doing everything in your possibility to prove them wrong, because when they say you're not good enough, or whatever you're doing isn't right, or whatever you can't do, make sure that they know that they are going to be wrong, because you're that excited, you're that motivated, and you're that determined to get done whatever it is that you want to get done. Wake up in the morning and find a plan. Make sure that you are going to get progress on your goals and accomplishments, because you're going to grind like no other. You're going to be so motivated, so excited, because once you achieve the success that you want to, rubbing it in and letting the other people know that you're successful now because of them, because they said you couldn't, that made you want to go out there and do it even more, they're going to be devastated and they're going to hate it and they're going to feel so bad about themselves. So this should be the motivation for you, is to make others not believe in you, so that down the line, when you are successful, you can prove them wrong and let them know, hey, remember when you said that I wasn't good enough, or whatever I was doing was not going to be successful? And now look at me. I'm more successful than you because I believed in myself. I focused on what I knew I needed to, and then I went out there and did it. I had a plan and I achieved the success that I wanted to, all because I had the right mindset. And that's what it's all about when it comes to it, the mindset.
And this place is special to me. It's special to the guys that I played with. It's special to the guys that played before me, because we love Michigan. I didn't have an easy experience. I didn't come in as a top-rated recruit. I didn't come in with the opportunity to play right away. I had to earn it. And you know what the greatest honor I've ever received as a player is? In my 4th year and my 5th year, I was named team captain. That, to this day, is the single greatest achievement I've ever had as a football player, because the men in this room chose me to lead their team. And these were my best friends. These were the guys that knew that I liked to work, that knew that I loved football, that knew that I loved to play, that knew that I wanted to be the quarterback for Michigan. And all the lessons that I learned here on State Street and in the big house, that's still what I bring to practice today. And after 14 years, I love the game more than I've ever loved it. But where did I learn the love for the game? Where did I learn to practice? Where did I learn to compete? It was sitting in the same chairs that you guys are sitting in today.
I love you. I repeat, I love you. If no one has ever told you this, if no one told you this today, this week, this month, this year, or this very second, I want you to know I love you. And I also want you to know that the fact that you're still alive and still on this earth, even though it's been challenging and rough, and sometimes you get discouraged and uninspired to keep going, you will grow through what you go through. Everything that you're going through, at some point, it makes no sense to you right now, but at some point, all of these issues, challenges, and problems continue to show up, and what you were supposed to learn from it. You will grow through what you go through. I want to talk about a few things, and I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the rest of your 4th of July. My question to you is this: who has texted you and called you and invited you somewhere today? Who is this person? Who is these members of the family? I want y'all to understand that when I leave these videos, I'm not trying to preach or talk or instill separatism. I have a responsibility to peace. What does that mean? It means that I wake up in the morning, people are calling, texting, inviting me here, inviting me there. I have an opportunity, I have a choice. Very important word, I have a choice to decide who and what and where I want to go. What do I want to experience in my day? Because you're inviting me doesn't mean I want to show up. Because you're calling me doesn't mean I'm going to call you back. Because you want me to be there doesn't mean that I want to be there. Because we're family, because we're friends, because we grew up together doesn't mean that I want to be a part of any and everything that you want me to be a part of. Why? Because my experience with you hasn't necessarily made me feel good about my life or my experience at the end of every night.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.